I'll go ahead and get us started. So welcome everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today and taking the time out. We are so glad you're here. My name is Kelly Silver. I am a member of our admissions team. I'll be your host today. As you can see, shared on my screen, I'm sharing the agenda. I am joined by a large number of colleagues from across the university. They're here to offer their diverse perspectives. We are here to introduce you to our university today, and we are offering to provide individual consultations directly after this event. So we've got admissions specialists on standby. So if you are interested in that, there's a QR code on my screen that you could capture with your phone, or you can click the link in the chat that will be shared in just a moment by our Director of Admissions, Curtis Burge. And you can select a slot there, provide us with your contact information, and an admissions specialist will call you at the time you select. Going back to our agenda, this is what you can expect from today's event. We're hoping that you really enjoy it, and then it provides you with a general overview of Saybrook. So with that, I will turn it over to our president, Dr. Jeremy Moreland, for a welcome message.
All right. Hey, thanks, Kelly. Welcome, everyone. My name is Jeremy. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, perhaps, wherever you might be. It's such a pleasure and honor to be able to be an early voice here and welcoming you to today's virtual open house. And so excited that you've chosen to spend some time with us, and excited and honored that Saybrook University is on your path, your learning path forward as a lifelong learner. And so just so excited to have so many of you welcome today. One of the things that I really hope you take away from today is I think it's truly more than just an information session. I hope that you take away really the spirit of Saybrook University. In so many ways, we're rooted in such an exciting, rich history, and I think that's positioned us so effectively to be able to move ahead and serve the communities in which each of you learn and work and serve respectively. We've got this incredibly rich connection with humanistic psychology, which, in my perspective, as a fellow student of what we do in higher education, and I think humanistic psychology changed everything about how we engage each other in the middle of the last century. As perhaps a student of behavior and psychology, you're likely to know that there were some pretty dark views of us in the middle of the last century, and humanistic psychology truly changed that. It's carved a path for each of us to engage in ways that are highly appreciative and positive, and we endeavor to help one another reach our greatest potential. And that really undergirds everything we do here at Saybrook University, having been founded by some of those great minds in the middle of the last century. Something I hope that you do today, you engage today, is treat this not just as an information session, just a unidirectional delivery of information, but instead a glimpse into how we engage one another as a community. And I think that's one of the truly rich additional aspects of Saybrook University is truly we are a vibrant community that builds upon our diversity and a diversity of thought and experience and location to make us an even stronger institution as we move forward in helping you as a lifelong learner. On a personal note, I also am a relatively recent addition to a joiner to this amazing community here. I have been with the Saybrook University community for just over about 2 months now. So I think maybe I can offer you my experience so far, why I'm here and what my experience has been. I might be new to Saybrook University, but I'm not new to higher education. I've been working in helping learners grow in their development as professionals in service of others for decades. And I have seen no institution like Saybrook University in terms of the laser focus on executing this wonderful mission that we have. So I think that something that you'll take away today is that kind of real focus on our mission in helping you serve those that you serve and those that you intend to serve. I think the opportunity today is to really engage. So not only in the consultative sessions at the end, but please engage us as members of the community and representatives of the community as well. And I just ultimately want to just close my invitation by inviting you to just engage as much as you possibly can, both right now and reach out to us after. We're easy to find. We're always here for you. I'm here for you. Teaching and learning is at the heart of what we do, and I'm honored to be able to be part of your journey. So I look forward to being able to help support you in that journey. I look forward to seeing you join us at the institution here this fall. And again, I'm so honored to be among my colleagues. And now to sort of invite you to shift your attention back to Kelly as she keeps us moving. So again, thanks for being here. It's a pleasure to virtually meet you, and I can't wait for the chance to get to know each of you on your journey.
Thank you so much, Dr. Moreland, for that inspiring message. I will turn it over now to Dr. Janelle King. She'll provide a brief introduction of herself and then lead us in a mindful moment.
Well, hello, everyone, and thank you, Dr. Moreland, for that amazing introduction for everyone to come here. My name is Dr. Janelle King, and I am faculty with our Department of Humanistic and Clinical Psychology, and I am also part of the Office of Research Innovation and Sponsored Programs. I am an alumni or an alumna of Saybrook. I am faculty, and I've worked for years as a staff member focusing on coaching students with academic writing success. So I wear all different perspectives, in terms of hats. One of the things that Dr. Moreland pointed out was that we are a humanistic university. And you'll notice that one of the ways that we bring this to life is through mindful moments when we gather together to help us be able to really be present and engage at a deep level. And so today's mindful moment starts with a snow globe. I like to travel. I collect snow globes. And one of the things about snow globes is they really echo the human mind, right? We go through our days and we think about things and we run from a meeting, then we run to another meeting, and it gets kind of difficult to really see and think clearly and experience things clearly. And so for today's mindful moment, I invite you to think of the snow globe that is you in this moment. Maybe you are coming from another meeting and you didn't have a chance to get water or take care of yourself. Maybe you're rushing to something else. Maybe you have little ones or big ones in the background who are looking for your attention. And that snow globe may be getting shaken. So I invite you at your comfort level to just kind of give your body that little shake. Give yourself some movement. Wiggle those hips in the seat. And then taking a deep breath, hold it at the top, and let it all out as you come to a comfortable seated position. Eyes open, eyes closed. It doesn't matter. Just take a few breaths and imagine yourself taking that snow globe that is you in this moment and letting it sit on a surface. And just breathe slowly, full breaths into your belly. And watch that snow in your mind settle gently down. It settles at the top of your head, down through your mind and your brain. Relaxes and settles down your jaw and the back of your head. Relaxes and settles down through your neck and shoulders, into your chest, your upper back, your upper arms. The snow keeps settling and releasing down into your belly, your middle back, your lower arms, down into your low back, your hips, your pelvis, your hands, settling down through your hip joints into your upper legs, your knees, your lower legs, everything flowing and settling down into your ankles, into your feet, into your toes, and release everything that has floated and settled down through your feet into the earth. Now the water of that snow globe is crystal clear. You can see what lies in the center. Perhaps what's at the center of your snow globe is an intention for today, for this time together. Perhaps what lies at the center of your snow globe is a sensation or an emotion, curiosity, wonder. Perhaps what lies in the center of your snow globe is an appreciation for being able to spend this time together. Whatever it is, take a moment to appreciate it, to see it clearly. On your next breath, make it a fuller one, a little deeper, a little bigger. And as you exhale, move your body around just really gently, kind of return to this place in this moment. Maybe fluttering your fingers, wiggling your toes, fluttering your eyes open. And take one more deep breath to return to this space and this session now. Welcome. We're really glad you're here.
Thank you so much, Dr. King, for grounding us with that wonderful experience. I really appreciate it. We all do, I'm sure. I did see a few people join us since the beginning, so I'm just going to quickly provide our agenda today for those who just joined us now. We are going to next come to Dr. Eric Wilmar, who is going to provide us with a brief history of Saybrook University and how the university that started in the 70s became what it is today. So I will turn it over to you, Dr. Wilmar.
Thank you, Kelly. We just have to cover 54 years of history in a couple of minutes here, so that shouldn't be difficult. I came to Saybrook in 2007, so it's been about 18 years since I first started there. I got a call from a friend who wanted me to come and teach the hypnosis and the biofeedback classes. And then after that, a few more classes. It was ethics and then cognitive neuroscience, and over the years, the stress management courses. So Saybrook grows on you as a faculty as well as it does as a student. But the actual start of Saybrook goes back to the 1960s. 1964, there was a humanistic conference in Old Saybrook, Connecticut, which is where our name comes from, even though the school didn't start off with that name. And that had some folks you might recognize, names like Rollo May and Carl Rogers and Clark Moussakas, some of the great thinkers, philosophers of the time who brought up the idea that what we needed was a humanistic university because Saybrook started really as a rebellion. What they were rebelling against at the time was a really strong emphasis in the country on behaviorism. Uh, there were very few options at the time. If you wanted to go to graduate school, you were probably going to get your degree in behavioral analysis or behaviorism. And of course, there was a strong philosophical rejection of that, which is what led to the formation of what was originally the Humanistic Psychology Institute, which was at Sonoma State. That was in 1971. And that evolved into Saybrook University, again, drawing its name from that first humanistic meeting that Rollo May and Carl Rogers sat around a table talking about how they needed a humanistic college. Eleanor Criswell was the first president and kind of the driving force that started that out. When it outgrew Sonoma State, it moved into San Francisco as the Saybrook Graduate School and Research Foundation. When I first started, we were still downtown San Francisco. In 2009, we actually became the Saybrook University. And that was the same year that the College of Mind-Body Medicine was formed. So it divided the university now into a College of Social Sciences, social science, which had the clinical psychology and the non-clinical psychology programs, and then the new College of Mind-Body Medicine, which has evolved into a number of different programs, including functional nutrition, applied psychophysiology, and social work. We've done some tinkering around now. One of the psychology programs is now in the College of Integrative Medicine and Health Sciences, which is what our name has now come into, where the social work program is now in the College of Social Sciences. So I've said from the beginning, Saybrook is like a candy store. Yeah, if you go through our catalog, it's really difficult for you to start off with to decide which program you want to be in. Right now, I'm involved with chairing the Applied Psychophysiology program, but also I'm the specialization director for the Integrative Mental Health, both of them in the College of Integrative Medicine and Health Sciences. But when you look through the catalog, you'll see those programs. You'll see, a dozen different programs that you'll sit there and say, "Ooh, that's the one for me." So your admissions counselors will help you through that first part in terms of just where would you want to land. And that's only the beginning of the candy store, because once you get into it, then you're going to be looking at the class titles and the names of the classes, and trying to decide how are you going to use your electives, which is a very difficult task because there are going to be so many classes that you're going to want to take. So it's really a fun experience. I don't think I've ever been any place that had the kind of camaraderie between the faculty and with the students, that they're all considered colleagues. It's a learning community. It's a community of a lot of us who are still in clinical practice, as well as in education. I worked in the area of pain management for the last 40 years, and it's, to me, the best of both worlds is to be able to treat patients and take that information back to the classroom, and to take what I learned in the classroom back and share it with my patients. It's a back and forth thing that I think really nurtures it. So, when you come to Saybrook, you won't simply be finding academics who have learned everything out of a book when they went to school and then are teaching you what they learned out of the books. You'll learn from people who are out there practicing and who have written a lot of those books and the journals. We have a phenomenally productive faculty at Saybrook. And I think you'll enjoy the energy, the excitement. So, from the very beginning to our move to San Francisco, and then across the bridge over to Oakland, and then now to Pasadena, there's a type of energy that follows. When COVID hit, a lot of the brick and mortar schools were in a lot of trouble because they had to suddenly scramble and become this online program that they had usually disparaged in the past. Saybrook didn't skip a beat. We were already designed for people to function. Most of our students work full-time. They have jobs, they have families, so we were designed for that, so that the COVID influence didn't affect it as much as it would have if you were used to going into a class and sitting in a classroom. So So I really look forward to, hopefully some of you will be joining us in our classes. You can come into the candy store and decide which classes you're going to enjoy the most. Most of you will find that the hypnosis course is the one that you'll find is your favorite the whole time you're going to Saybrook. That's called an embedded suggestion, and you'll learn more about suggestion when you take those classes. So, but your faculty are very accessible. You will generally have our phone numbers. You can call us when you need to. But I'll take this quick moment just to welcome you into the family as you start to learn about it. And I will turn it back to Kelly.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Dr. Wilmar. All right, and now we're going to delve a little bit deeper into the candy store that Dr. Wilmar referred to. We've got Jeff Corral here, who is in our admissions team as well, and he's going to touch on the programs that we have. And I'm going to assist with my screen. So go ahead, Jeff.
Thank you, Kelly, and I appreciate the opportunity to address you guys today. I get the opportunity to share a little bit about Saybrook's programs. I think it'd be helpful just to illustrate, where the programs are housed. So under the Saybrook University banner, we have two distinct colleges, the College of Social Sciences and the College of Integrative Medicine and Health Sciences. Let's look at the programs in our first college. So in College of Social Sciences, we have clinical psychology. This is our clinical mental health licensure track program. This is an entry-level doctorate, so those with a bachelor's degree can still apply and begin this PhD program. If you've already have a master's degree, we also have a postmaster's version of the program as well. Next area is counseling. And we have a master's of clinical counseling that is an additional option for clinical mental health licensure. And for those interested in expanding their professional horizons after licensure or completing a licensable degree, we have a companion PhD in counselor education and supervision. Our third area in the College of Social Sciences is in the area of integrative social work. This is a PhD program. So this program is not designed to support students in becoming social workers. This is the PhD option for those that have already established themselves in the helping professions and who are looking for a next level academic credential to broaden their professional horizons. So another great option that we'd be happy to explore with you. And our fourth area in the College of Social Sciences is in the area of transformative social change. If you are someone who wants to be the change they want to see in the world, this can be some very intriguing curriculum for you, and we'd be happy to explore that with you at both the master's and the PhD level. Let's go to our next college, and this is the College of Integrative Medicine and Health Sciences. First area is integrative and functional nutrition. This curriculum is designed to meet educational requirements for various nutrition credentials at the master's level, and then separately also at the PhD level. We'd be happy to explore that with you. Mind-body medicine is a very interesting curriculum with various areas of study to include applied psychophysiology and sports performance psychology. There's various options at the master's and PhD level, and so we'd be happy to explore that with you. This will also falls under the area of candy store, because within mind-body medicine, there are so many diverse areas of emphasis and areas of study that sometimes it can be hard for our students to just pick a single area. But we'll be happy to show you the candy store in greater detail. And then we do also include psychology in the College of Integrative Medicine and Health Sciences. This is our non-clinical psychology offering. And there's wonderful areas of specialization within that, but this is not our clinical mental health licensure track program. It's our non-clinical psychology option. And then the last thing that I'll share with you is that we also offer individual certificate programs. For the most part, these are basically sampling of the degree curriculum that's available, and we'd be happy to explore all of the opportunities with certificates. We understand you guys have specific questions about your individual area of interest, And we encourage you to connect one-on-one so we can further explore that and show you the candy store. Thank you so much. I'll turn it back to Kelly.
Thank you, Jeff. Now we will hear from one of our current students who is a mind-body medicine student. Her name is Sandy Lee. I'll turn it over to Sandy.
Thank you, Kelly. And I just love the candy store reference. It brings a smile to my face every time someone mentions it. So hello, everyone. My name is Sandy, and I'm based in San Jose, California. I'm currently a fifth-year PhD student in the mind-body medicine program, and I'm in the thick of dissertation right now. But I do remember when I was in your shoes about 5 years ago, and I was looking for different graduate research programs to apply to. And there were several different reasons that attracted me to Saybrook. So the first one, it was very practical. I liked how it was an online-based program. Like Dr. Wilmarth mentioned earlier, a lot of us are working full-time or part-time or have families to take care of. So I liked how this online program was very flexible and accommodating to my work schedule because I work 2 different part-time jobs right now. So that's a little bit of the practical aspect. But then the second reason that really drew me to the heart of Saybrook was that the MBM program is very experiential based. You're not just coming into this program just to memorize a bunch of information, regurgitate it, or get tested and quizzed on it. It's really about how can I take the concepts and the modalities that I learned in class and apply it to myself, and then eventually share it with the people that I'm serving in my community or in the world. So I really loved that. And also that we do a lot of critical thinking. So again, it's not just memorizing information. Throughout these different reflection and research papers, you really get to hone your academic voice and really strengthen it. The last reason, this one, they're all important to me, but this one, it's the community aspect. Sometimes it can be a little bit isolating and lonely just to log onto your computer, do all of your coursework, and you're not seeing your classmates face to face or in person, but there are so many different opportunities to really connect with people. We have our discussion posts and peer replies. We also have video conferences and a lot of our courses, depending on which one you take. And then we also have mindful moments that someone mentioned earlier, where usually we gather together about once a week, and then we meditate together for 15 minutes before going on with the rest of our day. Then we also have the Mind, Body, Spirit Integration Seminar. It's an intense 6-session offering, but we usually invite new or incoming students to participate in this. And you get assigned a small group and then a facilitator, and you really get to form an intimate bond with them. And it's just a nice support system that you have starting at the beginning of your program, usually, as you navigate through the rest of your Saybrook journey. And then lastly, we do have the CLE, which is the community learning event. And for this year, it's happening in person in Los Angeles at the end of August. And I'm so excited to go because this will be my first time going in person. Throughout the 5 years that I've been here, I've been doing all of this virtually. So I get to finally meet the people that I've been working with for the last 5 years in person and just really get to see them face to face instead of just on a screen. So it really feels like Dr. Wilmarth said, a family, and it feels like I'm coming home in a sense. And that's how I knew it was the right decision for me to be here at Saybrook. And I'll just briefly share that when I was coming here at the beginning and reflecting on it now, I was such a different student from when I was back then. I'm so introverted. I'm actually very shy. And I felt like I was coming into this program with a cup more than half empty, just having my master's degree and then my health coach license, but I didn't really have any client or clinical experience. But it was through Saybrook that I started growing more confidence in the gifts that I could offer to the world. I've actually been working as a TA for MBM department for the last 4 years. And it was through one of my professors who introduced me to a nonprofit organization. And now I work as a program coordinator for them. And I get to lead workshops on mindfulness, meditation, guided imagery, for example, and make an impact on the women that I'm currently serving. So I feel like I've really blossomed as a student and I've become an agent of change now. And I really hope that can inspire all of you in this journey as you come into Saybrook. So thank you for allowing me to share my story. I'll also drop my email in the chat box if anybody has questions about the student experience. I'd be more than happy to talk to you. So thank you so much. Back to you, Kelly.
We appreciate you so much, Sandy. Thank you. Next up, we have a Saybrook alum. So Dr. Jenny DeDecker is here to share her perspective with the group.
Thank you so much, Kelly. Hello, everybody. It's so great to see you and be with you. You probably saw my smile get really big while Sandy was speaking because She was my first TA mentee when I was a TA, and she definitely has blossomed. My quiet little Sandy is no longer quiet, and it's so wonderful to see. And that kind of bridges into how I got to where I am now. I started at Saybrook also as a master's student. I came on in 2017 as a master's student in mind body medicine. When I came to Saybrook, I knew for sure that I had landed in the right place, and I was convinced after my first residential conference, which Sandy had alluded to in her speaking about coming together as a community, I knew that I was in the right place. And I went on to acquire my doctorate in mind body medicine as well. And I was in the mindful leadership program within mind body medicine. And I currently am core faculty in the Department of Research. So something that was not on the beautiful flow chart of where our programs exist here at Saybrook was the Department of Research. And you might have been wondering, well, where does the research fit into all of this? And the Department of Research is housed in the office that Dr. King had mentioned, ORISP, and our Office of Research and Sponsored Programs houses the academic department of research as well. And the academic department of research is where you will take your research courses that will prepare you for your dissertation, your qualitative and quantitative research courses, as well as scholarly writing. And so that program is where I am honored to be able to teach in. And as core faculty, I have the opportunity of teaching across both of the colleges. So doesn't matter which program you're in, you will get the candy store also of the Department of Research. And we're excited to be able to share that with you. And as an alumni, looking back at my time at Saybrook, I often reflect on who I was when I started and how I got to where I am now as core faculty. And I'll say the main thing that I did that I reflect on is engagement and involvement. I became a program assistant early on in my career at Saybrook towards the end of my master's. I was working on different administrative programs and projects. I moved into becoming a TA at the first possible chance I had in the mind body medicine program. Following my time as a TA, I became a peer mentor as well. Got involved in being able to see students in their first semester and then be a talking point or a person of reference for them throughout their entire career. And excitingly now on this side, one of my initial peer mentors is now one of my dissertation students, and I'm serving on his committee. So getting to see this longevity of looking back at my time at Saybrook, where I was and where I am now, that key feature of engagement is so important. Following up on any opportunity that came before me, from TA to peer mentor. After I graduated with my doctorate, I did the fellowship in the Department of Research. I also became an adjunct professor, and then that led to my full-time position that I have now. And I will say that I was ambitious in the sense that any door that just cracked, I pushed open and tried to stay as involved as possible. I definitely had my fill of the candy store that Dr. Wellmarth shared, and he did almost pull me into a hypnosis certification. So it will grab you, and being able to really take advantage of all of the opportunities that Saybrook has to offer. One of the really beautiful things about Saybrook is that because we have electives, we can take advantage of a cross-program and interdisciplinary education. So that was one of the biggest highlights for me, is that even though I was a mind-body medicine student, I was able to take classes from some of the amazing and brilliant minds that were across the university. Another time that I really tried to take advantage of all of the cracks in any door that presented itself in front of me. So I'm really excited for you all. I hope that Saybrook becomes a place that you want to spend your time and join us in our mission to really put the humanistic motto and infrastructure that we carry within ourselves into the world that's around us. Something that's also really exciting that I'm so happy that I can share this with you today, that the Department of Research has put together a specialization called STAR, which is the specialization in teaching and advanced research. And I will share this with you in the chat. It basically outlines everything that I've told you that I went through. So it's classes in teaching and education, it's classes in grant writing, teaching you how to apply for grants, not only for your dissertation, but for your work beyond, classes in curriculum design and development, development, classes in how you present your work once you're a scholar, classes in advanced research. And so being able to take advantage of a specialization like that, if you by any chance think that you might want to teach or do research beyond your time at Saybrook, is a really, really wonderful opportunity. So thank you for giving me this chance to come and speak with you, and I'll hand it back to Kelly.
Thank you, Dr. DeDecker. We really appreciate you as well. Dr. DeDecker touched on the humanistic principles. And so next up, we have Dr. Marina Smirnova, who's going to briefly introduce herself and provide us with an overview of those, what it means to be a humanistic university and some information about our modality.
Thank you, Kelly, very much. And thank you, Dr. DeDecker. In historical perspective, Dr. DeDecker and I met on the ground at then Saybrook Residential, so way before the pandemic wave prevented us from continuing to meet in person. And it is such a joy to see you as a core faculty at Saybrook now. So we celebrate you and many others who continue to weave the legacy of Saybrook University very thoughtfully, very mindfully, individually, personally, transpersonally, and collectively. My name is Marina Alexandrovna Smirnova, and I am psychology faculty. I also oversee consciousness, spirituality, and integrative health specialization as a director. And in psychology department, we have, this is non-clinical orientation, as Jeffrey Corral mentioned to you earlier. So we're non-clinical, but we have students who are coming in with diverse interests, who are exploring well beyond the mainstream. They're actually reaching well beyond what is considered to be somewhat conventional within the field of humanistic, existential, and transpersonal psychology. And they're exploring really the frontiers, the edges, the growing edges of what it means to be a human being in the 21st century. Of course, we are all building at Saybrook on the legacy and traditions of humanistic psychology, while we're incorporating the founders of psychology as a field, and all of the branches of psychology come in to have their voices. And as a humanistic university, we certainly honor the spirit of highest human potentials, exploration, using personal will, personal agency that each of us has. And we honor individually, collectively, and again, personally and transpersonally, our movement towards a better here and now and towards better future. So as you are exploring yourself in our community, exploring different programs, certifications, different possibilities, sometimes even it's could be a dual specialization. Allow yourself to see Saybrook as a sanctuary of humanistic and transpersonal learning. We are your community for life, should you decide to invest in your journey with us. And years from now, you will look at this moment as the time when you make that decision, when you made that choice, when you actually dare to see yourself graduating on stage, being celebrated, and being welcomed in the community of like-minded individuals who are here to lead by example, who know that their lives count, who know that their highest potentials do matter, and who know that they are here and they belong. So know that in our approach to supporting you, as many of my colleagues already mentioned, and Dr. DeDecker also noted, we take great care to prepare you for important milestones in your educational journeys. For example, if you're pursuing a master's degree and you choose to pursue a master project or master's thesis, you will be working on one-on-one with a faculty member who will make sure to hold your hand through every step of the process, and who will also challenge you to bring forth your very best, So that combination of heartfelt support, that combination of honoring the mind, body, psyche, spirit, and heart makes the difference, and it sets Saybrook apart from many other institutions that we have and you may consider. When you are looking at doctoral journey at Saybrook, know that you will also be closely supported and guided before and towards and during your dissertation process. For an example, in psychology program, that would be PhD, non-clinical psychology, humanistic psychology, we have a special phase, essays phase, we call it. When a student, before a student enters the dissertation phase, they are able to work with their essays committee, which is comprised of 2 committee members, faculty. And in each course, the student that takes, and that will be 2 courses, each course individually with a faculty member, they work out something of the essence towards their dissertation. They work out everything they need to work out to be successful in the dissertation journey. This is also very unique and this sets Saybrook apart. Also, when we speak about learning about what it means to be human, Saybrook has been and continues to be a pioneer in welcoming the many ways of knowing, the many ways of learning, and again, honoring holistically the fullness of human being, the mind, the body, the psyche, the spirit, and of course, the heart. And I trust that this moment in time, you will take a few seconds to connect with your own heart, with your own sanctuary of learning that's within you. And trust that knowing, and know should you choose Saybrook, will be here for you to support you, and know that your highest potentials will be tended to, celebrated, and we are here to share this journey, witness it with you, and to cheer every step of the way. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Smirnova. All right, we have Jeff Spain next, who is an academic advisor, and he's going to share his perspective with the group.
Thanks, Kelly. Hi, everybody. I'm happy to be one of the other Jeffs as part of the Saybrook experience. Yep, there's my buddy Jeff from admissions, and I'm happy to be part of the academic advising team here. Academic advising is a one-stop shop to assist with meeting your academic goals. From registration in classes to navigating different resources at Saybrook, academic advising is available to assist with quick connection to solid answers or solid direction. Our efforts include monthly programs on topics like time task management, imposter syndrome, or bouncing back from the little life hiccups thrown your way throughout the year. Faculty advising is definitely huge at Saybrook. For example, my background's in game design, Michigan, and Buffalo sports. I shouldn't be talking about like clinical psychopharmacology type topics. I can barely get the words out of my mouth. But working closely with your faculty advisors, we make sure that your academic goals, those things you want to explore, talk about, maybe we don't really have like quite the right class there, but how could we connect some of our humanistic topics to that goal or to that dissertation topic? Faculty advising, academic advising, we all work as a team to make sure that those things can happen. You know, sure, there's websites and FAQs out there, but we really at Saybrook Academic Advising make sure that we embrace that humanistic by making sure there's a human available to guide and advise along the way. We're here to help. We're advisors, not supervisors. We're not necessarily going to tell you what to do, but we'll definitely make sure that you have all the information to help you make an educated decision with the different parts of this Saybrook experience from start to finish. Thanks again, Kelly. Happy to be here and happy to answer any questions too. Yeah.
Thank you, other Jeff. Next, we have Kiev Diaz from our financial aid team to provide you information about financial aid.
Thank you, Kelly. Hi, everyone. My name is Kiev Diaz. I am a financial aid advisor here at Saybrook. And well, that's our primary thing here at Financial Aid. We're here to help you out with whatever type of assistance you may need. And that may look very different to everybody, but we're here to help you figure that out. Some students, you may want to come in with just needing some type of assistance with just tuition costs, maybe for living expenses. Everyone's talked about how they have their own journey, their own personal path where they're working multiple jobs, they're living their lives and things like that. So it's amazing that you want to come to Saybrook and open a really, really big new book that's going to define your life a little bit. And at the heart of that, you don't want to focus on too much on, where the financial part of this comes from. So we're here to have those conversations with you, to kind of get down to the nitty-gritty and make sure that you can completely focus on your studies and your time here at Saybrook. So whatever that may look like for financial aid, I would recommend anybody who even thinks they might want financial aid to submit a FAFSA, just so we can have that on file. You're not agreeing anything by submitting one. You're simply giving us the ultimate tool to see what we can do for you. So I will put some information in the chat if you are interested in submitting a FAFSA. Some of you probably have already spoken to me on the phone, and I think everyone here that's presented already has done an amazing job of showing how firsthand we are about these things. If you've called or you've emailed, there's a great chance you've already spoken to me. You've already got an email back from me. If you're going to be at the community learning experience, you'll probably see me there as well, because I will be there. Another advisor will be there, because that's what it's all about here at Saybrook. We're here to help you, and we're here to be next to you along the way with whatever you may need. So I'll put some information on there about how to contact us, and about what you would need to submit a FAFSA, just so we can get the ball rolling and hopefully just relieve any type of stress or anything that comes on the financial aid side of things, because that's what we're here for. Thank you all.
Thank you, Kiev. All right, next up is Jeff is going to provide us a little more information about, Kiev just referenced our community learning experience. Dr. Decker and Sandy also did. We do have that coming up in August, and so I'm going to let Jeff provide us with a little more insight as well.
Thank you, Kelly. So as we near our close, just wanted to thank you all again for joining us and spending time with us. We could probably go for a few more hours and still not tell you everything about Saybrook, but we invite you to connect one-on-one. We know that you guys have individual questions. We understand that there's individual programs of interest you'd like to further explore, and we can absolutely do those things with you. Also want to crowbar in a plug for our community learning experience event that's happening this year. We're very, very excited about what we have planned. And for those of you starting school this fall, we hope that you can join us and spend the week with us. Even if you're not able to start this fall, but you want to come as our guest, we want to host you. So please connect individually with your admission specialist for some one-on-one time for question and answers, and also to get some details about all of these wonderful upcoming things that we have planned. But we want to know you. We want you to join us. We want you to be a thriving, active member of this community of caring, compassionate healers and helpers. And if that's you, and if that's something that resonates with you, we want to talk to you. We want to welcome you, and we want to add you to the family. But that's our program for today. Please stick around for some one-on-one time. Thank you again for joining us, and welcome to Saybrook University.